Good morning, students. This video is for class 4 student and the subject is computer. This is the fifth video, that's why I have written here part 5, and in this video I am going to solve the questions, exercise questions which are given in your book. Okay, so first of all, the objective questions I have already sent you in your home assignment with their answers. So today we'll start with question number 5. Question number 5 in your book, page number 7. Question number 5. A. Short notes. You have to write down the short notes for this. So I am going to dictate the answer. So you just write it in your copy with the question, and then after I also tell you that from where you can get the answer, written answer. Okay, the first one is the hard disk. If you open your turn your page number 5, you can see hard disk is given there. About hard disk, it is given there. So you just turn your page and you see hard disk is a high capacity storage disk. By default, the work that is being done and are saved by the user while operating a computer is stored in the hard disk. Okay, so what you have to write about the hard disk? Hard disk is a high capacity storage disk. By default, the work that is being done and are saved by the user while operating a computer is stored in the hard disk. Okay, and then in the last line, if you see, hard disks are available in the capacity of 1 TB, 2 TB and more. So this much you have to write about the hard disk. Okay, next question number 5b, pen drive. Pen drive is given there. You have to write down about the pen drive. Again, turn your page number 5. After that hard disk, you can see pen drive is given. Okay, so from this one we can get the answer. I am going to dictate the answer, you just underline it. Pen drive is used for storage and for transferring data from one computer to another. It is a small device, generally rectangular in shape, and is so portable that it can be kept in a small pocket. Okay, so next question is your page number 8, 5c. Question number 5c. Okay, it is ROM. So turn your page number 3. ROM is given there. From there where we can collect the answer. ROM. Okay, page number 3, ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. It holds the instructions permanently. Okay, ROM stands for read only memory. It holds the instructions permanently. Turn your page number 4, and again first line, it is referred as non-volatile memory. Okay, also this line you have to add, it is referred as non-volatile memory. Now the next question number 5d. It is about DVD. You have to write about the DVD. So DVD, you turn your page number 6. Page number 6, DVD you can see. Okay, so DVD, here DVD stands for digital video disc. You have to start writing from here. DVD stands for digital video disc. It is an internal storage optical disc. It is an external storage optical disc which looks like a CD. Once again I repeat it. DVD stands for digital video disc. It is an external storage optical disc which looks like a CD. It can store data up to 4.7 GB. Okay. Next question. It is question number 5. E. BRD. You have to write about BRD. Page number 6. Again, in page number 6, you can see BRD is given there. Okay, I'm going to dictate the answer. BRD stands for Blu-ray disc. BRD stands for Blu-ray disc. It is a storage disc which can store up to 25 GB slash 50 GB of data. Understood? Okay. Now the next question. Question number 6. Question number 6. What is primary memory? Okay. So again, about primary memory, for writing about primary memory, you have to turn your page number 3. You can see primary memory is given there in page number 3. Page number 3, primary memory. Okay, so I am going to dictate the answer. Primary memory is the internal storage area within the CPU that stores data, instructions, and the processed information. Once again, I repeat it. Primary memory is the internal storage area within the CPU that stores data, instructions, and the processed information. It is also known as main memory. Primary memory can be classified into two main categories. You have to draw this diagram. Okay, when you are going to write about the primary memory in question number 6, first of all you have to write these lines which I have already dictated, and then after you have to draw this diagram. It is the classification of primary memory. Primary memory is classified in two parts, RAM and ROM. So you have to draw the diagram also. The next question. Question number 7. What is that? What is secondary memory? You have to write about the secondary memory. So secondary memory, you can see page number 4. So turn your book page number 4. About secondary memory it is written here. I am going to dictate the answer. Secondary, second line. Start from second line. Secondary memory stores the data permanently and has much higher storage capacity than primary memory. Once again, I repeat this line. Secondary memory stores the data permanently and has much higher storage capacity than primary memory. Memory of the secondary storage device are non-volatile in nature. Some common storage devices are. Okay, after writing here, till here you have to draw this diagram. These are the different secondary memory storage devices. So you have to draw the diagram like this. Okay, now the last question. Question number 8. Why RAM is said as volatile memory? All of you know that RAM is also known as the volatile memory. So why it is said as volatile memory? Turn your page number 3. Okay, why RAM is said as volatile memory? RAM starts from here, page number 3. About RAM it is written here, starts from second paragraph. RAM is referred as volatile memory because you have to add there, RAM is also referred as volatile memory because it does not retain the data when the computer is switched off. Okay, RAM is referred as volatile memory because it does not retain the data when the computer is switched off. And again you can add two more lines about the RAM. First, RAM stands for random access memory and it holds the data temporarily. Okay. So you have to also draw the diagram. This picture also you have to draw after writing the answer. Understood? So this is all about your exercise part. I hope that whatever I have dictate and whatever instructions I had given in this exercise portion, you have listened carefully and you can do well. You have to write it in your copy very carefully. Be careful about the spellings of each and every words, and write it in neat and clean handwriting in your computer copy, school computer copy. Okay, thank you and have a nice day.